This is Paul Turner, the immigration barrister to Imperium Chambers. Yet another blow to our most successful Secretary of State ever, as EU countries refuse to jump to Priti Patel's aid in affecting removal from people from the United Kingdom to countries such as France. As Priti Patel's attempts to overhaul the UK's immigration system, the Home Office some 6 weeks ago announced plans to deport migrants who entered the UK illegally to safe third countries such as France and other EU countries. Priti Patel's policies are essentially an attempt to make migrants somebody else's problem, something we've known for a while. But it seems that leaving the UK and then asking them to take back illegal migrants isn't something they're particularly keen on. I wonder if she thought that about before supporting Brexit, or even thought it through at all, or maybe she doesn't think. On the other hand, if you are faced with being removed or threatened to being removed to such a country such as France, then do get in touch with me urgently and I'll take whatever steps that I can to help you. Obviously within the law, and certainly not to abuse the process as Priti Patel thinks every lawyer does. Not a single country has signed up to Priti Patel's proposals in what must be a humiliating setback. The UN has weighed in as well and said that the proposals are so damaging that they risk damaging the UK's global credibility. Well, she's doing a good job of doing that, if nothing else. The UN Refugee Agency will soon be publishing a detailed legal opinion on Priti's plans for asylum and is likely to conclude that they infringe international law, including the UK Refugee Convention, and are unworkable. Mind you, does she really care about the law? Being a bully? Probably not. It has never been the case that you have to claim asylum in the first safe country you arrive in, but that isn't likely to stop Priti Patel from trying to include such in the Queen's speech, and more of that will come in a short video. The complete blanking by the EU, though, is a major setback which might make Priti Patel's plans and the Home Office's plans just simply unworkable. What's sad is the UK helped write the Refugee Convention in 1951 and used to be one of the EU's major powers. With Patel now turning her back on refugees, is there any wonder why the EU want nothing to do with her? This is just yet another example of the short-sightedness of Brexit. Anyone could have seen that removing ourselves from the bloc is not going to encourage them to take back people that they don't want. Rather than taking back control of our borders, we now have ourselves a Home Secretary whose plans are being scuppered because the EU understandably doesn't want to get involved with her latest half-baked scheme. Despite being somewhat good news for migrants in the UK, given that the EU is refusing to play along, it's clear that whatever new immigration rules do turn out, they will probably be very harsh for those coming to live in the UK. The government is planning to do everything it can to reduce migration, though it's usually failed. And these plans show that it doesn't much care that really if her plans are in accordance with the international law, which is sad, especially given that the UK has such a good reputation. You will need help navigating the system and standing up to the Home Office, especially if they're acting in breach of international law. And this is where I can come in. I've got many years of experience of dealing with the Home Office, some 20 years now, and picking up where they are trying to ignore the rules and refuse people's applications unlawfully. So if you're threatened with removal or threatened to be sent back to France or some other country, it might not be legal. That won't stop the Home Office from sticking you on an aeroplane, as I've had a number of people brought back from countries and a number of injunctions granted in the past stopping removal. So if you are facing a problem, do get in touch with me. As I say, this is just yet another damning blow to the current Secretary of State, whose every plan seems to sort of founder, and who the courts seem to be lining up to shoot down her various policies. So thank you for watching this short video. It's good news for migrants, not good news for Priti Patel, so overall not a bad result. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button. This is Paul Turner, the immigration barrister at Imperium Chambers.